Hi everyone, and welcome to my channel, Budgeting for Future. Today we will be doing our budgeting with me video for February 12th to February 25th. I'm going to go ahead and start out by telling you a little bit about our family so that can help you when you are checking out our different numbers in our budget with me. We do use all of our exact numbers that we are expecting, and at the end of every 2 weeks I do go in and show you exactly how much we actually spent. We do budget by paycheck, so this is everything we plan on having to pay for in the next 2 weeks for myself, my husband, and my young daughter, who is about 1 year old in the Midwest. So let's go ahead and just jump on in. The first income stream is going to be my husband's pay. He does work full time, and so he will be paid right around $1,517.21. I also work full time, and I did do a little bit of overtime in the past week, so I'm expecting $1,262.63. We do have a little bit of extra income that we are planning on. We have what's known as a flexible savings account, which is where if you're putting money tax deferred into an account called a flexible savings account, you can use that depending on how it's structured, either for health expenses or childcare costs. Now, our employer has one for us, and it is for dependent related costs. So $5,000 comes out of my husband's pay every single year, and we just have to request that money back slowly over time so that we get to pay for some of our childcare costs with non-taxed money. So we did request our money for January, and that should be right around $384.62. The last is my side income. I do have a side hustle of sorts, a part-time job. I did work quite a bit in the past 2 weeks, so I'm expecting $301.84. Next, I'm going to go ahead and jump into our variable expenses. I accidentally put my variable expenses before my fixed. Normally when we budget, we focused on our fixed expenses first. So honestly, it actually makes a little bit more sense to just start there. So I will go ahead and start with that. The first of our expenses is going to be for our mortgage. Now, if you've been watching my channel for a minute here, you'll know that we originally were doing a sinking fund for our mortgage for the weeks in which we have to pay our mortgage, because our mortgage itself is about $1,400, and in a given pay period we really can't afford our mortgage and also be able to eat. So I was building up a sinking fund for it, but the more I thought about it and the more people's budget with me as I saw, I noticed that some people just divided their mortgage in half and then paid half of it every single 2 weeks. So I do think I'm going to start saving up for our mortgage that way, and since our mortgage is not due this pay period, I'll be saving up for next pay periods. And the money that I did put into that mortgage sinking fund, I just went ahead and put into our emergency fund. That way we had a little bit of a better cushion there. And so in total, I'm saving up $729.58. Again, that's half of our mortgage. And so actually we should have 13 months worth of mortgages by the end of the year. So we can decide to actually put that money towards our mortgage or not. Who knows? I'll definitely have to talk about that with my husband when we decide to make that decision. The next is our internet. We do have to have internet for our house because we do work from home full time, and that costs us $45.38 every month. Next is our daycare. We do send our daughter to daycare most weeks for 4 days a week, and that costs us over 2 weeks $360. She did just move to the next age group room, and I thought it would be lower, but they haven't been charging us lower yet. So I'm definitely going to reach out to them and see exactly how much that'll cost us. Maybe it will be less, maybe it won't. Who knows? But right now we are budgeting for that higher number. And last is for our car. We do have a loan on our car. It is a family loan, but we're trying to fast pay it because we are ready to have that debt out of our life, and that will be $400 this pay period, much like most pay periods. Next, we'll go back up to these variable expenses. These are our expenses that will fluctuate depending on how much we actually need. So things like gas, you should definitely be planning for, but you might not know exactly how much you'll spend. So the first of them is actually groceries. And for our groceries, we did decide to put away, I always spell groceries wrong. We did decide to save up $250 from this paycheck for that. Last paycheck, we went like double this. It was crazy, and we're hoping to rein it back in, but we will definitely see. The paycheck before that, we came in under budget, so we're definitely trying to still figure out exactly what the right number is for our household, especially as my daughter keeps eating more and more real people food. That'll definitely have an impact on the budget as well. Next is for gas. We've been doing a pretty good job of sticking to just $40 for gas, and I think I'll probably just start saving up our extra gas money to put it away for whenever we need oil changes. We'll have a little extra money stored away in that fund for kind of anything car related that'll come up. Next is out to eat. We do go out to eat quite a bit. We did a pretty good job these past 2 weeks of not eating out very much, but that just meant we used all of our out to eat money on our groceries. So I'm gonna go ahead and keep us right at $150 again, because if we do have to buy a bunch more groceries again, we can just take from our out to eat category, since both of them technically are about feeding our family. The next is our funny money categories. We do each of us have our own fun money categories, and we give ourselves $100 every pay period. So I've got my husband's fun money, and he'll get $100. My daughter also gets a fun money, which is $100, and then I'll also get some fun money again, which will be $100. We do roll over these categories, so we actually each have a lot more fun money, but they're from previous paychecks that we just kind of keep. So we don't have to spend all that money, but if we want to, we can, and if we don't, we get to keep it. And for the most fun part about the budgeting is our savings. So we do have quite a few different sinking funds that we're always trying to fund, and I'm hoping that we are able to meet some of our goals this pay period. We do have quite a few that we have. So first I'm going to start by just listing out all of our different sinking funds, and then I'll show you exactly which ones we choose to put our money towards. These are, again, all of our different sinking funds that we have. We did decide first to really try and throw as much money towards school as possible. I think at the end of this pay period, I'll have everything saved up for all of my classes that I'll end up taking in 2020. So we did decide to put $600 towards that. We also normally always put $40 towards our phone sinking fund. We do pay for our phone bill annually, and so normally if we just save up $40 every single paycheck, we should be able to hit that goal of having $1,000 by next January. We've actually already hit our taxes savings goal, but because we had a little bit of extra money in this budget, I did decide to put more money towards it. we have officially gotten our W-2s, and so we do know that we're probably going to owe somewhere between $6,000 and $7,000, and we currently have $6,000 saved up. So I thought putting another $250 wouldn't hurt, and then it would feel kind of a little bit better, like we had a little bit more cushion there. Again, we don't know exactly how much our taxes are going to be just quite yet, so we are well on our way to working on figuring that out once we get all the right paperwork to start filing. In terms of contributing either to our Roth IRA, which is our retirement savings account outside of our employer's 401k, or paying off our 401k loan, we decided to skip these two. The biggest reason being we currently are putting 17% of our income towards retirement so far this year, and our goal is to be closer to 14%. We want to hit that number right on the head because we do have other financial goals that we're more interested in meeting. So I went ahead and put 0 for that one. And then for our 401k loan, we do owe right around $2,500 so far on that still. And funny enough, we actually have to pay that all in one lump sum. So we can definitely do that, but the market's really high right now, so we would be putting in pretty high in the market, and it's really not our biggest top priority. So we went ahead and decided to stick to 0. We don't have anything saved up there either. We went ahead and just skipped our general savings as well. That's money that we're investing in the stock market, but is not in a specific retirement account, so we can take that money out at any time, and we just really aren't motivated to be investing any more in the stock market than we are currently. So that again was $0. We do though have some maintenance that we are hoping to be having done on our vehicle sometime this year. We have a little bit of damage that happened a few months back, and my husband is itching to get that work done, so we are budgeting to put another $200 into that maintenance fund. We also decided to put $30 to our furniture fund. We're hoping to get eventually some furniture for our bedroom, so we're slowly trying to build that up, and it obviously is going to be pretty slow going at $30, but it's something, it's what we have, and we're just trying to work with it. Next was Christmas, and we also decided to put $30 there. This is kind of just to make sure that we do have money for Christmas. We typically pull out of our fund money accounts for most of our Christmas expenses, but it's good to know that we've got something in our back pocket just in case any good deals come up. We also decided to put $20 towards clothing. That is just to make sure that when my daughter needs new clothes, she can get some. And typically, again, we do spend out of our fund money categories, but it's nice to have that little cushion to kind of give yourself the ability to spend money, especially because we're definitely not shopaholics by any sense. The reason we'll buy clothes is because we need them. So we felt good about having that category. And we did skip our vacation category. It just was not a priority this paycheck. And our last savings account that we have, our sinking fund, is for our pets because we do buy their stuff every 5 weeks, and we do plan on putting away $20 for them. That's actually coming up this paycheck too, so we'll be putting some money in there and we'll be taking it right back out. That will be all for my budget with me for February 12th to February 25th. If you did enjoy following along on our budget, I would love for you to subscribe and give this video a like. It is definitely really appreciated, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye!